Good morning, Penny. How are you? It's a little bit chilly in here this morning, isn't it? Oh, bless you. Yes, it is chilly in here this morning. This is as cold as I've felt it inside Lucky for a very long time. Which, if I'm being honest, gives me a good excuse to turn... Are you dying? Die quieter. Gives me a good excuse to fire up the diesel heater, which I also haven't done in months. Or a while. What did I say? It's early. Part of the install your own Chinese diesel heater thrill. Every time you turn it on, you're like, is it gonna work? And I honestly haven't been keeping up on this as much as I should. You should probably start this at least once a month, even in the summer, just to make sure everything's working okay. But I mean, this is early enough in the year that if there's any issues, it's not so cold that I couldn't handle whatever issue that might be before the first snowfall. I know it's August and we're talking about snow. And we have great success. That little tiny blue dot right there, not the arrow that's clicking back and forth with the solid blue dot, means that the ignition has ignited and we should be getting nice warm air from the crevasse any minute. Are you hungry or something? Shocking! Tick 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 tick. Let's see here. Oh yeah. Nice warm air. Perfect. Well, I don't know. I got a lot of feedback in the comments regarding, well, everything. You're all very kind and thoughtful for trying to keep my best interests in everybody's mind. I will say that I will always continue to follow the advice that is given to me by medical professionals and whatnot, and doing my own research into things. For those that don't know, I'm having a lot of sciatica. I am currently taking gabapentin. For those that were curious, I'm not feeling any of the crazy side effects of it. It's not making me drowsy or anything like that. I feel like it has to be helping a little bit, because my pain isn't nearly as bad as it was like a week ago when I first started taking it, but it's also not gone, which I understand is, it's never going to be a cure-all. That's not what's going to happen. And I'm also taking, many people said, try naproxen. Naproxen works for sure. Naproxen used to be a really good drug for me when I would have headaches and stuff. I tried it. It really didn't do much for me. So it's a whole regimen of Tylenol, gabapentin, and probably go back to Advil today. I also booked myself a massage for later today because I woke up yesterday and my pain was so bad that I just couldn't stand it, and I wanted relief, but of course they were booked up for the day. I found a few stretches that do help and alleviate a bit of the tension and the pain and whatnot on the odd occasion. I've also discovered it's impossible for me to do nerve flossing inside Lucky. I don't fit on the floor and I'm too high up when I'm on the bed. It is what it is. Slowly figuring it out as I go. A little bit more annoying thing is I have called 3 times and I have 2 separate messages with different people trying to get my claim reactivated so I can get back on the wait list for surgery, get the whole ball rolling again. And I haven't received a single phone call back. So I'll be calling them again this morning because squeaky wheel gets the grease and all that, but it's a little disheartening, right? I mean, they're supposed to be these easy people to reach out to, and it's impossible to get them to call you back. Although, who knows? They might be busy. I hope they're busy and not just, being lazy. Yikes. I also went and got myself a membership to some of the city pools here in Calgary. One, because I find that being in a pool, suspending myself just like when I'm in the lake, definitely helps with the pain as well. And two, I really don't know why I went as long as I did without getting one of those. They're pretty affordable, and then you have access to washrooms and showers and all that good stuff. So I actually went over yesterday just to use the shower because it's so much closer than, say, my cousin's house or anything. I've also found that keeping up with light walks is doing the trick, and to alleviate some of the pain, coupled with using my TENS machine. It's all an evolving situation, as they say. Super fun. All right, Penny, you need some food? What kind of question is that, human? All right, Ian, what are you having today? Some wellness? Keep up your wellness, Penny. Remind me to clean your bowl out after you're done eating. There you go. All right. I haven't received the fuel pump yet, if you've been keeping up with all of my escapades. It's still in transit as far as I know. So the movement of Lucky's been very minimum. I haven't filled up her tank yet, but I have a feeling I'm gonna have to put at least $20 in this morning just so I can make it over to that massage appointment. Wow. Yeah, this pain makes putting on a sock very difficult. Hang on. Okay. Yikes. I'm trying to keep my tank as empty as I can, because once I get that fuel pump, I will be making an appointment with a mechanic to have them put it in. Again, it's inside the fuel tank, so keep the tank as light as possible. Okay. One shoe, two shoe. Okay. All right. Baseball hat. Oh, I'll make the bed when I get back. Damn. But yeah, time to go try to stretch this leg just a little bit. Damn, still chilly out here. I'll go for a walk with my flannel. All right. That first extension, like first full extension of the day and putting all of my weight on it. Super fun. Ooh. It's hard. You got to focus on that heel toe step. This is still way easier than it was yesterday. Thank goodness. The pain got so uncomfortable yesterday that I had to wander over to a business not too far from me where they have like picnic tables and benches outside in like the, I don't know, common area or whatever. And I tried sitting on one of those benches and doing my nerve flossing, because you can also do it in a seated position. It's a lot harder in a seated position than it is laying down on your back. I could barely get my leg up off the ground. It's just crazy. If you're gonna do something, do it right. Heel toe. And the one thing I've read is don't do anything. Exercises, walking, to the point where it hurts more. So that's probably good. The unfortunate thing with editing a walk like this makes it look a lot shorter than it actually was, but that's just the way it is. All right. Well, hello, darling. Yes, I'm back already. Forgot to turn the lights off as well. We're not being very power conscious today, are we? I've actually been I feel a little cooped up here because I haven't moved in so long. So I think I'm gonna get Lucky fired up here, hopefully, and we will go put some gas in her tank. What is that? I'm probably kidding myself. Like, I'm only gonna put like $20 in just to get around today, but I'm probably kidding myself in the fact that fuel pump will be here before I actually have to leave on my next trip back to BC. It won't be with my little girl, so it's a little less stressful regarding the situation with the van and everything, of course. I mean, it's still stressful because it's my home, and anytime there's a breakdown, it's... But that trip is coming up fairly quickly, and I just don't know if the timelines are going to line up, which means all that is to say, I will have to be filling Lucky's tank up fully if I'm going to be doing that trip. But I guess it's just like, just in case sort of scenario. If I do happen to get the fuel pump and I'm able to make an appointment before that trip arrives, then hey, all the better. But what do you say, Penny? Should we get the old house moving? Come on, you. Good girl. We got our laundry. All right, let's get the window blockers down and let in some light. I guess the smarter thing to do would be to make sure Lucky actually starts before taking off all the window blockers. All right, you. Some people's kids. My new window blocker up on that side. It's not quite as easy to break down as these fabric-y ones. Let's see. Oh, pops out easy enough. And let's see here. How would you gonna roll? You gonna fold? What are we gonna do with you? Oh, nice. You just got a little self. That's not so bad. Obviously more bulky, but hey, that's okay. All right. Loki is ready to rock and roll with little to no gas. Although I say that, but there's still a white tick above the red tick. So we obviously got some. The VTOMAN that I use to watch TV on is also down to 29%, which is, that's dead as far as I'm concerned. So let's turn on the inverter, and I got my DC to DC charger going as well. We'll try to get a little juice back into that guy whilst we're doing our driving around. That's the older VTOMAN. That's not a fast charge, so it's going to take some time, but that's okay. Did I get everything locked down back there? Always a challenge. Yes, and it's looking pretty gray out today, so I don't think we're going to be pulling too much solar charge either, so it's probably a good thing we're going for this little bit of a drive. Not that I've had a lot of power needs the last few days. It's really just been my lights, my fan, and then this morning when I ran the diesel heater. And we're fine. And yesterday was quite a sunny day. I didn't actually do any filming yesterday. It's been 2 days since my last video, or 1 day in between, I guess. Yesterday was, like I mentioned, a pretty uncomfortable pain day, let's put it that way. And I just tried to do my best to alleviate said pain. Doesn't make for the best content. How you doing? What? Going to the gas station, filling up with gas. Well, not filling up, but you know what I mean. Will also be a good time to get rid of the garbage that has accumulated over the last couple days. There we go. All right. Time to do some chores. Still chilly out too. Oof. It is August, right? What the heck? That's the smallest amount of gas I've ever put in, Lucky. And the receipt's still just as big as if it was over 100. Okay, anything else we need to do while we're here, Penny? What do you think? No? Any suggestions? I just crumpled up my receipt. It's not what I meant to do. There we go. Okay. Ooh, brought us up to the quarter mark. I am so close to the mall. I think we're gonna rip over there. I'm gonna go do a little bit of a walk in the mall to keep everything moving and take advantage of the fact that they've got public washrooms there. Sounds like a plan to me. Sure, I can make this turn. There we go. Hold on to your butts. Away we go. And I was able to get a hold of somebody. I clearly didn't strap everything down that needed to be. Hashtag life in a traveling house. But anyways, I was able to get a hold of somebody regarding my claim. I think it was just like kind of a general person, because they said, oh, okay, I'll pass this on, that you want to reactivate this to the person that was handling your case before. The person that I can't get on the phone. And then this person that I was talking to said, give it to the end of the week. And if you don't hear from us by the end of the week, you should get a call early next week. Okay, bud. At least I talked to somebody. I feel better about that. So I guess we can say ball is rolling, but until I actually hear back from somebody, as far as I'm concerned, nothing's in motion. All right, Penny, as per usual, hold down the fort. I'll be right back. I haven't used my tens machine at all yet today. I'm just trying to give it a little bit of a break. So far, so good. It's funny when you're dealing with like discomfort and pain like this, when you find anything that gives you a relief, you're very hesitant to stop any one thing. But I don't like relying on as many pain meds as I'm relying on, or even as many additional machines as I currently have been. One thing that I clarified through all of this, trying to get a hold of somebody on the phone and whatnot, is I looked back through all my files, and the official diagnosis from the MRI is that I have degenerative disc disease. That's actually what it is, causing this impingement on my nerve. What is... Oh, it's a train. I'm like, that's real loud. But anyways, that's what I officially have. So now we know. How was holding down the fort? Uneventful? Perfect. And welcome to being a human being that runs hot. Couple steps. And the flannel is too warm. I'm ready for fall, but I am looking forward to my next trip to BC, because if it's anything like it was last year, it's going to be really beautiful weather, nice hot temperatures, and just perfect lake weather. And I would like to enjoy that before we officially get to the fall. I have to stop doing this. Yikes. My DC to DC switch is wired into an always on ignition source. So, I mean, the switch lights up. That should be enough reminder, but I keep leaving it on. Which isn't good. It could drain Lucky's engine battery. Ah, And now we're behaving just like we were a while ago. If you strand me at this mall, I'm going to be very upset about it. I'm going to try, I'll probably fire up this time, but if it doesn't, I'm going to try something. I'm going to keep the key pressed all the way to the run position. She started anyway. Because what I noticed about Lucky is when I do this, I'll turn the key to the run position, it'll fail, but normally but then it goes all silent. But if I keep the key pressed, it'll try again itself, which normally on other vehicles what I've noticed is if you keep it cranked, let's say, it'll keep trying to turn over. Whereas with my situation, it outright fails. If that's a relay issue, I have no idea. Okay, how much time do I have? I got a lot of time, man. Should probably eat something. Yikes! I found popcorn. That'll do. It was a pleasant coincidence that the massage place that I looked up, I just, into Google, I just typed sciatica massage Calgary, and this was one of the first places that popped up and it said same day booking. It didn't work out that way, obviously, but it's over in my little neighborhood. I often say, if I ever went back, if I had to go back, it's probably where I go back to, if given the choice. I like it out here. It's really pretty, especially in the fall, which is starting to look like fall already. It's still August, mother... Bloody leaves on the ground already. Get your poop in a group, trees. Unbelievable. Although, as annoying as I'm making that seem, fall's actually one of my favorite seasons, so, and I always say that you don't really get fall in Calgary. It's like usually a week. You get leaves falling, beautiful snow. So maybe I should just shut up and enjoy it. And if I'm being honest, I had no idea there was a massage physio place in here. Just goes to show how bloody big cities are. I'm still quite early and I'm gonna go find a place kind of in the back to park. Or not the back, but further away from the buildings. I see that in the comments every now and again. People ask me, Matthew, if it hurts to walk so much, if you're in so much pain, why do you park so far away? It's just a habit you get into when you're in a van, especially when you're in a van with animals. You don't want people being around your house peeping. I'm gonna be putting up my window blockers sort of thing. And honestly, when you have an extended wheelbase van, it's way easier to get out of a parking space when there's not a lot of people around you, so that's why I do that. Yeah, apparently it's just right in there. Right in those buildings over yonder. But I got about an hour, so we're gonna hunker down and probably just go stretch out and relax on the bed, if I'm being honest. Let's not forget to turn off the DC to DC charger. I'm gonna leave the inverter running just to continue to charge the VTOMAN. I don't mind draining the house batteries right now. I'll be able to drive around a little bit more afterwards to charge them back up. Window blockers. Don't let anybody see the cute little furry butt that's in the windshield. Right? Yes. It doesn't even care. She just gets low. She's just like, yep, this is my life now. Oh, I tipped the phone. That happens. Yes, it was the pink water bottle from Vernon that was flying all over the place back there. All right, yep. Just gonna relax and then go get somebody to beat the bejeebus out of my muscles. Ooh, starting to warm up a bit out there. Just gonna open this guy up, and I got that one exhausting. It'll get a nice little cross breeze. I can feel it already. And we will leave the VTOMAN charging via the inverter and the house batteries. They're down to 96%, pulling 78 watts. Well, that doesn't seem right. There must be a little bit of sun because this thing says it's pulling 173 power. Well, it's got to be 10 minutes early. Got to fill out some paperwork since it's my first time at this place. Shush. So I'm gonna go get a massage and hopefully gives me a little bit of relief. We'll catch up when I am done. Once again, darling, you hold down the fort, okay? It's much cooler in the back, so don't be a silly kitty and stay up here in the cab. All right. Yeah, that's why we're getting some solar charge now. I don't know how much it helped. Well, it's all feeling pretty good right now. I also took advantage of being on the massage table and did my nerve flossing whilst I had the headroom to do it. Definitely felt nice just to relax for a minute and just kind of unwind everything. It's all very tense-inducing when you're dealing with something like this. That is for darn sure. Now I'm gonna rip over to Safeway. I need some water. Gotta stay hydrated after a massage therapy session like that. Oh, it's windy. And some snackies, because this boy is hungry. Mix. We got some water restock. Picked ourselves up a steak, probably for tomorrow though, because I have my kiddo tonight. Got some dips and some buffalo chicken salad from the deli. This stuff is delicious. And now that I'm here, I should probably do Penny's litter box before I go hunker back down. Yeah, that's happening. Well, Penny's definitely staying hydrated. Yikes. Lights back on. Excellent. Oh, give your eyes some time to adjust. My goodness. Yeah, nice and cool back here still. And the VTOMAN is at 70%. Missed 69 by that much. Everybody just calm down. Goodness gracious. All right, let's get some of this stuff actually in the fridge. It's really, I don't know, I still find a nice little sense of comfort and nostalgia being out in this neighborhood. I even went and walked around in the Shoppers Drug Mart that's out here. I did a lot of my shopping back in the day, as they say, and it's just, I don't know, it's just so nice and familiar. Why deny myself that little bit of weird comfort, you know? Are you gonna fit in here, or are you gonna make me? Lovely. Hold the yogurt, Penny. I don't need this going as fast anymore. There we go. Well, it must have done something. That, or I mean, I took my pain meds right before I went for the massage, so that might have something to do with it as well. But I'm definitely moving around a little bit easier already, which is nice. Not too expensive, so that's even nicer. But not something I'd want to be doing every single gosh darn day. So hopefully I will get that phone call back from my file sooner rather than later. That would sure be nice. Big old bottles of Wawa. There we go. And I got this one to rehydrate myself with. There we go. The thing that sucks the most about this pain right now is when I'm in Lucky, just, you know, existing, the bucket and my little stool are both super uncomfortable. It must just be the way my legs bend or whatever. So I've been having to be on my knees a lot more frequently than I'd like. What are the house batteries at? Down to 87%. Oh no, whatever will we do? So yeah, just sort of sitting like this and squatting down. It's kind of been my existence when I'm in this area of Lucky. Because let's get serious, most of the time I'm in here these days. All right. Yeah. End of the day. I actually had a nice dinner with my kiddo. Just got back from the pool. Didn't feel as good on my leg as I had hoped it would tonight for some reason. I also forgot my tens machine pads, so those need to get on me ASAP. So I actually have barely used this tens machine today. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing or what. Of course, like everything else on the internet, everybody's got their own opinion. Some people say, yeah, I wear mine all day. Other people say, don't do it. Don't bloody do it. Yeah, it's just part and parcel for putting your life online, I suppose. Give it to me. Give me the good stuff. There it is. Got the VTOMAN up to 98% with that charge. And what's our house battery at? 98%. How about that? Pushing those up there. We're gonna get this towel up here, and as you can see, the absinthe bamboo came in the mail. Like I said, I found one locally here in Calgary and had it delivered the correct size. So that big epic saga has come to a conclusion, and I really like this bamboo. Time to hunker down for the night, eh there, Penny? Yeah. You want some treats? I say we get you some treats. You probably earned them. You want some of these? Oh, you betcha she does. Gotta get on the bed and try and make myself comfortable here. Maybe we'll watch some TV tonight. Come here, you. Hi. Probably stop this fan now. It's a little cooler outside than it was earlier. What's this? Chew it. You gotta chew it. You just swallow them, you're gonna choke and throw up, you crazy. On the side, on the side. There you go, good girl. All right, well, I think that'll about do it for this one, everybody. Thank you very much for watching. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. I'd greatly appreciate it. Ebbswood Penny. And if you think you're subscribed, maybe double check, because nefarious things have been known to happen here on the YouTubes. But thank you very much to my Patreon community. You are all a big part of the reason I'm able to do what I do, and everybody else here on YouTube. Again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Unbelievable. Some people's kids. All right, everybody, until the next one, just go out there, be happy, be creative, be yourselves. Most importantly, be positive, and remember, only dead fish go with the flow. Let's